Hello friends, welcome back to my channel SN Grammar Simplified. I hope you found the first part of my video on active and passive voice informative and helpful. Thank you so much for your support and for liking the video. As per your request, I'm here with part 2 where I'll share more examples and explanations. So let's dive in. Let's quickly revisit the basic rules we discussed in the previous video. For those watching this series for the first time, I recommend checking out part 1 for a clearer understanding and better context. Let's get started. So in the first part, we discussed with the basic rules in 3 easy steps. S. When you get a question in active, what is the first rule? Identify subject, then verb and the object. So here with an example of active voice, she writes a letter. She subject, writes verb, letter, object. So when you change into passive voice, yes. What is the structure here? Object first, then auxiliary verb, then the past participle form of the main verb, and you're going to add by, then the subject. So a letter, which was earlier in the active voice, a letter was in object place. Now it is into subject place. A letter writes is in which tense? Absolutely. It is in present tense. That's why you are using auxiliary verb is. Auxiliary verb is nothing but helping verb is. And the past participle form of write is written. Write, past form wrote, written in past participle form. So a letter is written by her. She will convert into her. So hope you remembered all these rules. Let's discuss with some more examples with other tenses. Here, examples for sentences in simple past tense. We have already discussed in part 1 video present tense. Now we are going to use and discuss the examples with simple past tense. So here the formula is was, were plus past participle. Let's see the one example here. Rima decorated the hall. So here let me know what is the subject. Subject is Rima. Object the hall. Decorated is verb. So decorated is in which tense, friends? Yes, it is in past tense. So let's start with the rules. The hall will become subject, Rima will become object. So the hall was decorated by Rima. The helping verb here was. Here is the answer. The hall was decorated by Rima. Next one. The boys painted the walls with bright colors. So here the subject is the boys. Verb painted. Object the walls. Now according to our rule, the walls painted is already in past participle form. So what are you going to use the auxiliary verb? Absolutely, were, because walls is in plural form. So you're supposed to use were as a auxiliary verb. So now the answer is the walls were painted with bright colors by the boys. Hope you understood. Let's see with one more tense. Examples for sentences in past progressive tense, past continuous tense. So continuous tense, we are going to use ing form. So ing will be converted into being, as we discussed in present progressive tense in the previous video. Is, are plus being plus past participle. Now here for the past progressive tense, was, were plus being plus past participle form is the formula. Let's see with the examples. Now, Sachin was playing cricket. So playing is in continuous tense, isn't it? So now Sachin, subject, was playing, verb, cricket, object. So now cricket will come to subject place, Sachin will go to object place, was playing. So was, being, what is the past participle form of play? Played. So your answer is cricket was being played by Sachin. So here again I'll explain. Cricket is the subject. Was playing will change to was being played because was playing is in past progressive tense according to our rule. After was or were, you're supposed to use being, then the past participle form of the main verb. Here the main verb play, past participle form of the play is played. Okay, next one. Suman was counting stars in the sky. Yes, here Suman subject, was counting, verb, stars in the sky, object. So what will come first? Is stars in the sky. Then was counting will change to, because stars is in plural form, you're supposed to use were here. So were being counted is count, past participle form, counted. Then by Suman. Let's see the answer. Is here. Stars in the sky were being counted by Suman. Okay, hope you understood. Next one. Examples for sentences in past perfect tense. As you know, we have already discussed present perfect tense. Present perfect tense, what is the formula? Have or has plus been plus past participle form. Same as for the past perfect tense, had plus been plus past participle form. So let's see with an example. Varidhi had learnt many recipes of South Indian food. What is the subject here, friends? Yes, Varidhi. Then what is the verb? Had learnt. Correct. Many recipes is in the object place. Now we'll change. All the rules are same. Only when you change from active to passive, you're going to use had been. Let's see. Yes, many recipes of South Indian is the subject. Had been learnt. Learnt is already in past participle form. So same we are using here. Had been learnt by Varidhi. Let's discuss with one more example. Amar had sent the invitation letter. So now, what is the subject? Yes, the subject here is Amar. Then, what is the object? The invitation letter is the object. Then had sent is the main verb. So when you change from active to passive voice, the invitation will be here and Amar is in the object place. Correct. So now let's see how we are going to change it. Now the answer is the invitation letter had been sent. Had been. Do remember when you are using the past perfect tense while you change into passive voice, you must use been. Okay, so the invitation letter had been sent by Amar. Next one. Examples for sentences in simple future tense. Simple future tense helping verbs: will, shall, can, may, the main simple future tense verbs. With that, when you change from active to passive voice, you're going to use be. Do remember this. Then, same past participle form of the main verb. Let's discuss with examples. The first one, active voice. Lisha will do the craft work. What is the subject? Lisha. Object, the craft verb, and here the verb will do. Okay, so when you change from active to passive voice, the craft work will be in the subject place and Lisha will be in the object place. Will, when you change from active to passive, will be, right? Will be. Then do. What is the past participle form of do? Yes, it is done. Now let's see. Craft work will be done by Lisha. Let's discuss with one more example here. I can do this. What is the subject? Yes, I. And what is the object? This. And can do is the main verb. Do is the main verb. Can is helping verb. So this can be done by me. Same. Do past participle form is done. Okay. So with all the tenses, with simple present tense, simple past tense, simple future tense, past perfect tense, present perfect tense, present continuous tense, past continuous tense, future tense, with all these, with the formula, we have discussed the active voice and passive voice. If at all you have any doubts regarding this, do comment me. Definitely I'll answer. If you like my video, do like, share, subscribe. Thank you.